everybody. Thanks so much for joining us right here for Lara Trump, Wanted for Questioning. What a show we got. I hope y'all sent some good questions in. But before we start, I want to tell you about one of our sponsors, ReadyWise. As a busy mom, I know the importance of being prepared. Let's face it. Life can be unpredictable, whether it's sudden storms, power outages, or other unpredictable events in life. Being prepared with ReadyWise emergency food gives you peace of mind knowing you'll have delicious, nutritious meals on hand. They're also great on camping trips and hiking adventures. ReadyWise has a huge selection of freeze-dried meals from breakfast to pasta dishes, and you can rest assured your food will be good to eat when you need it with their 25-year shelf life. ReadyWise is an American company providing high-quality, delicious food packed at their state-of-the-art plant right here in the USA. That means you're supporting American jobs when you choose ReadyWise. Always be prepared. Visit ReadyWise.com and use promo code TRUMP20 at checkout for 20% off any regular priced items. That's ReadyWise.com, promo code TRUMP20. All right, now let's get to these first questions. Here we go. What do we have today? Question number 1. Why is my life turning into a hellhole since Biden got in office? Ever seen Joe Biden? Ever notice how this guy has no idea what's going on? Obviously, the country is falling apart. This is the guy who our enemies are supposed to fear and our allies around the world are supposed to trust. This is the guy who decided his very first day in office, his very first executive order, he's going to do something that was really destructive and terrible for America, shutting down the Keystone XL pipeline. Inflation continues to go up because of it. Our gas prices we know are high. Gives us on the world stage just a really weak position. You probably wouldn't have seen the war with Russia and Ukraine without that decision. You wouldn't see the war with Israel and Hamas without that decision. Really dumb stuff coming out of the Biden administration. Then you look at our military. We need a strong military. We want peace through strength, right? We want a military so strong and mighty that our enemies don't even dare try it with us. What's Joe Biden focusing on with his military? Oh, wokeness, pronouns. Make sure that, you focus on the things that are really important to getting a military battle ready. Pronouns, all that nonsense, DEI. That's probably part of the issue you're having, sir or ma'am. And it is unfortunate because a lot of these things are very obvious. A lot of these things are very basic. And yet you have the Democrats and Joe Biden totally ignoring them, just completely going in the other direction. Here's an idea. Maybe close down the border. Maybe don't allow millions of people to just pour into our country. I believe they just last count had 300 this fiscal year on the terror watch list that they caught. 300 that they caught. Imagine the ones they didn't catch. It is a disaster waiting to happen, this southern border. Not only is it causing every state to be a border state because it's really taxing our country in a way that we can't handle right now, whether you're talking about the educational systems in different states, the healthcare systems in different states. Look at New York. They're having to put these illegal immigrants up in hotels. They're giving them, debit cards filled with cash. It's costing the city of New York, if you're a New York City taxpayer, listen up, it's costing you $12 billion. Look at Chicago, look at Boston, also problematic. So your life is probably a lot harder, and I believe you said a hellhole, because Joe Biden is incompetent. This is the worst president that we have had in American history. And let me tell you something, that's saying a lot, because there have been some pretty rough ones. Joe Biden is the worst. If we continue with Joe Biden as president, think about 3.5 years of him in office. Look at where we are. You got anti-Semitism spewing out of college campuses, active calls for people to be on the side of terrorists at college campuses in the United States of America. People can't make ends meet. You can't afford your life right now. We're on the verge of World War III. Think about another 4 years of this. We can't take it. That's why we are making sure that people understand what is at stake in this election. That's why you got to go out. You got to vote for Donald Trump. You got to tell all your friends, tell your family, tell anybody who will listen. That is how we're going to save this country. He wants to give this country back to we the people. He wants to ensure safety, security, and prosperity for all. And that'll make your life a little bit less of a hellhole, I hope. Okay. Next question. Can you have President Trump go to a grocery store and buy a cart of groceries and or pump gas at a gas station and show how expensive it is and how Bidenomics is a joke? I think that would be so effective. Love this idea. I don't even call it's not Bidenomics. It's Bidenflation, right? Bidenomics. I know what they were trying to do there. It doesn't work. You're not Ronald Reagan, Reaganomics. Give me a break, dude. You've done everything the wrong way, as we just noted. It's a good idea to make sure that people understand because, they say we had the consumer price index numbers come out a couple weeks ago. They say that life just to live it today is 20% more expensive. But the real number is probably a lot more than that because here's something people don't think about often. I don't even think they take this into consideration when they come up with these numbers. Yes, you see that, the price of eggs is up 70%. The price of a ribeye is up 50%. But what people aren't talking about is also shrinkflation. So think about whenever you used to go buy like a bag of chips at the grocery store, you would get whatever it is, a 20-ounce bag. Well, now it's like a 16.9-ounce bag. But think about how much less they actually fit into that bag. Yet you are paying more for a lot less product. So the real number is probably a lot more than 20% more expensive just to live your life. So yeah, we have to point that out over the next 5.5 months. We've got to make sure that people take a look at their life and say, is my life better off now or when Donald Trump was in office? We all know the answer, but we have to make people think about it. So I love it. Love that idea. I'm going to pass it along. We'll see what we can do on that. If you have any more ideas out there about great campaign videos or great ways to connect with people and remind people what is at stake right now, send them our way. We would love to have more of those. Thank you. Okay, next question. Will you ever sit with Tulsi Gabbard? Hopefully she will be our VP. Have you not been tuning in to The Right View? Because we had a full interview with Tulsi Gabbard. Gosh, I want to say it was about a year ago, maybe a little over a year ago. I've sat down many a time with Tulsi Gabbard. She and I get down on the CrossFit stuff. So, she's my kind of girl. We vibe on that. We are planning at some point to do a workout. Whether or not we record it, I don't know. Whether or not you'll ever see it, I hope so, because I love stuff like that. But I think she's great. I think it is such a breath of fresh air to see someone really talk about just how disastrous the Democrats are. Someone who has left that party, who's really was so bought in that she was a congresswoman from the state of Hawaii for the Democrats. And she was the vice chair, by the way, of the DNC for a while. She was so fed up with what she saw come out of the Democrats. She was like, this is not the party that I'm going to be affiliated with. I cannot claim any of this. This is crazy people stuff. So she was like, I'm done. I'm out. Bye. So I give her a lot of credit for doing that because I'm sure they didn't make that easy on her. I'm sure they're all gunning for her because see, when one of your own leaves, they really know the dirt. They really know the inner workings of how it all goes down. So I bet they're a little nervous about having Tulsi out there. Tulsi talking with Trump's. Seen her a few times at Mar-a-Lago, just saying. So I think Tulsi is fantastic. I have a lot of respect for her, the fact that she did that. And here's an interesting thing to ponder. You hear about Democrats leaving their party. Jim Justice from West Virginia, another great example of a longtime Democrat, lifelong Democrat, was like, I can't do this anymore. These people are insane. He's now a Republican. You never hear about it going the other way. Why is that? Why is it that once people become Republicans, once you wake up and really understand what's going on, you don't go back the other way? It's because our policies work. It's because we base everything in common sense. We base it in merit. We base it in facts and truth, not on emotion, not on virtue signaling, not on identity politics, all this crap and garbage that means nothing and is taking our country back so many steps. So stupid. That's why you never see it going the other way, ladies and gentlemen, but you already knew that. Okay. All right, I hate to interrupt the show, but I have to tell you about a new company called Googie Pet. Googie Pet is a total game changer for dogs. Pet owners care deeply about our pets because they're our family. I've introduced my dogs to Googie Pet all natural vitamin chews, and the transformation has been incredible. Big brands often put profits before our pet's health, but Googie Pet is different. It started with 3 dog-loving brothers on a mission. Partnering with a PhD animal nutritionist, they created Googie Pet, a family-owned business that focuses on dog vitamin chews made in the USA with every ingredient with a purpose, and that is to improve the health and happiness of our dogs. The Googie Pet 10-in-1 multivitamin chews not only improve their joint flexibility, energy levels, and gut health, but also make their coats shinier and softer than ever. Googie Pet's hemp calming chews naturally ease their anxiety, making them calmer, happier, and healthier. I'm so passionate about improving the health of dogs like mine that I've secured a special 40% discount offer for you. Go to googiepet.com/Lara Trump and you'll be redirected to buy directly from Amazon. Use code Lara Trump at checkout for 40% off. That's googiepet.com/Lara Trump and use code Lara Trump at checkout. You might have heard that Mike Lindell and MyPillow no longer have the support of their big box stores or shopping channels the way they used to. That's right, they've been part of cancel culture. So they want to pass the savings directly on to you by having a $25 extravaganza. When Mike started MyPillow, it was just a one-product company. But with the help of his dedicated employees, they now have hundreds of products, some you may not even know about. To get the word out, I want to invite my listeners to check out their $25 extravaganza. 2-pack multi-use MyPillows, just $25. MyPillow sandals, $25. Their 6-pack towel sets, $25. Brand new 4-pack dish towels, you guessed it, just $25. For the first time ever, the premium MyPillow with all new Giza fabric, just $25. And orders over $75 will receive free shipping. This amazing offer won't last long. Go to mypillow.com and use promo code Trump or call 800-624-3945 today. Okay, next question. Why not have President Trump do AI and Zoom campaign rallies while stuck in court? Well, that's an idea. I don't know how, Judge Merchan is a big fan of Donald Trump's. I'm just kidding. He hates him and he's doing everything he can to put him in jail. He actually told him, hey, you keep this up, I'm not just going to fine you. I'm going to put you in jail for using your First Amendment freedom of speech. Where are we? It's such a clown show. It's all crazy. So I venture to think that perhaps him doing like a Zoom rally in the middle of court may not be viewed very positively by the judge. That said, we'll take it into consideration. But here's the thing. You can't replicate that kind of energy. That's the amazing thing. Because, by the way, yeah, Joe Biden, look out for that, by the way, for Joe Biden. We know that he loves to do stuff sitting in the basement. That's all he did in 2020, of course, because of COVID. Yeah, right. You couldn't get more than 4 people in those little hula hoops, Joe. But I digress. You can't replicate the energy and really the entire feel of a Trump rally. If you haven't been out there, I'm going to tell you right now, you better start getting it together and you better come to a Trump rally. There will never be anything like this again. I can say it just point blank in our lifetimes. You've never seen anything like this before. We're never going to see it again. Donald Trump is such a unique candidate. And it's such an incredible time to go to a Trump rally. And what people don't understand who've never been is like, of course, the media paints it as like some sort of a crazy, like white wing, like, a white supremacist event. You see people from every possible background at a Trump rally. And if you showed up today as a Democrat and said, I'm a Democrat and I'm here, I just want to see what's going on, you would be welcomed with open arms. We want everyone to come in because we want everybody to be part of the winning team. We want everybody to be a part of the Republican Party, and you are welcome in this tent. Period. Point blank. End of story. So it's hard to replicate that. And I'll tell you something, Donald Trump loves nothing more than getting out there and really connecting with people, being in front of people. You can't fake stuff like that. And we know that Joe Biden needs all the help he can get. So you might want to look out for old Joe. Don't give him any ideas because he's hurting. He's hurting right now. They got to have people around him, the little squad of people when he walks to Marine One. They gotta help this guy any way they can. So he may be utilizing some of those techniques himself. It might be hard for Donald Trump to do that sort of a thing, but he'll do the he does like some kind of Zoom stuff. Sometimes we did some of that stuff in 2020, but he loves being there in person. So if you haven't signed up to go to a Trump rally, if you've never been, you got to do it. Now's the last chance you're ever going to have. All right, final question. Oh, it's a nice one. Will you please just go away? Well, babe, you wrote into my show here. So no, I'm not going anywhere. Here's the thing. I'm not doing this stuff for any other reason than to save America. I got to be honest with you. I got 2 young kids. I would love to be able to spend a little more time with them right now. I am doing the things that I am doing, and I am not going anywhere because we have the most crucial, critical election of any of our lifetimes to win this November 5th. We cannot take a break. I tell everybody, all my friends are like, what are you doing this summer? Are you going on any trips? No, I'm working to win an election on November 5th. That's what I'll be doing. No breaks for me until November 6th. Believe me, it will be worth it because nothing. Think about how great it would have been for Donald Trump to win in 2020, right? Of course. Think about how much sweeter it's going to be this time around to really just stick it to the Democrats. I'm here obviously for that, but I'm truly here because I do believe that he is the only chance we have to save this country. And I intend to do everything in my power every day from now until midnight of November 5th to ensure that happens. So sorry, sweetie, I'm not going anywhere. You're welcome, though, to come in and take a listen. Maybe you'll learn something. Maybe you'll actually wake up a little bit and realize you've been lied to on the other side and all those policies are straight hot garbage and they don't do anything good for anyone. I'm still waiting. I asked last week on our Q&A show, I asked for somebody to write in and tell me one thing that Joe Biden has done, one positive policy achievement he has had that has made life better for anyone in this country. I'm still waiting. Y'all didn't write me anything. So send it on in, Democrats, if you have anything good to say that Joe Biden has done. All right, that's going to do it for us for this episode of Lara Trump, Wanted for Questioning. Thank you for your questions. Even that last nasty one, that was okay, babe. We'll take them all day long. We love that kind of thing. Until next time, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and follow. And we'll see you back here for more of Lara Trump, Wanted for Questioning. Nothing is worse than being on a phone call that drops. Nothing is worse than trying to text someone and you can't reach them because your phone is out of service range. And nothing is worse than supporting these major corporations and companies who don't support us. That is why I love Patriot Mobile. They are America's only Christian conservative wireless network. They use every cell tower out there available to all networks so that they have the greatest 4G and 5G coverage nationwide, and they support the causes that are important to us as conservatives. If you go today to patriotmobile.com/Lara Trump and use the promo code Trump, you will get free activation today. Again, that is patriotmobile.com/Lara Trump. The promo code is Trump for free activation so that you can get a great cell plan and feel good about doing it.